to the left. Bailey Jones swings it left corner to Rokos. Rokos one bounce dribble, comes out to Jones. Jones holds and looks, now finds Rokos off the screen to the right. Rokos stops, picks up the dribble, out front Jones. Now to Rokos on the left wing. Rokos on the drive into the lane, all the way. We get a foul out front first. And it's a two-shot foul.
Under St. It's on
Karen Sadu picks up the foul. 33.1 left in the first. Rokos to the free throw line. On the way, no good. This is going to kill them if they can't make their free throws tonight. Rokos 1 for 3 from the foul line so far. 33.1 left in the first quarter. Rokos again, short. Rebound comes down to Wilkerson. 2 big free throws missed. Wilkerson in the front court. This is where Hebron has problems. They haven't stopped the ball yet, and Westville has continually attacked. 20 seconds for the quarter. Weston on the move to the left. Nearly lost the ball, comes back out to Shreves. 3-point strike. Here comes Shreves on the drive. Picked up the dribble. Now finds Wilkerson. 10 seconds. Wilkerson, one bounce dribble. Over to the left side for Weston. 6, 5, 4. Weston turns. 3, 2. Bounce pass to do. 3 ball left corner. Blocked out of bounds, and that's the quarter. So great defense by the Hebron Hawks, but they find themselves trailing 11-6. We'll come back with the second quarter after this. This is Hebron Hawks basketball and the Porter County Conference Game of the Week.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Susie's Diner, 407 West South Main Street in Hebron. Here's Frank.
Thank you so much, Snowman. We go to the second quarter, 11-6. Westville on the road, leading, and Mary Parkman along the left wing starts to drive in, kicks it back out in between the circles. Now a cross-court outlet to Shreves. Shreves with the right, with the drive, cutting baseline misses, and the rebound controlled by McLaughlin. And here comes Hebron trailing by 5 with the ball front court to our left. Now starting to drive, Cherry feeds it over for Rokos. Now McLaughlin at the free throw line, a bounce for Cherry. Cherry cuts baseline, drives, lets it go, no, but a foul.
Oh, man.
A foul on Westville. That is going to send Caitlin Cherry to the line, and she needs to hit these 2 free throws to get the game back to 1 possession.
Absolutely.
And the foul on number 2, I see that right?
Marissa
Miak. And the first free throw, no good. So Miak with her second foul of the game. Still 11-6 here on Arena Sports Net. Frank Sprinkle, Brian Snow, a.k.a. the Big Win and the Snowman. Cherry with her second free throw. Leaves it short as the ball comes loose, and it's out to Westville. Here is Wilkerson. Go ahead, Snowman.
They missed their last 4 from the line.
You're right, Snowman. They got to hit these free throws if they are going to win, facing a very tough 10-4 Westville Lady Blackhawks squad. And in between the circles, we have contact. It looks to be a foul coming on Bailey Jones. So her second. Hebron called for the foul away from the basketball. This opportunity for the Westville Lady Blackhawks. At the line, Sarah Weston, a freshman on this squad. Westville in their black jersey tops with black shorts, orange trim on the side, orange numerals front and back, orange lettering above, and the free throw sinks for Sarah Weston. She has her second point. Both points for Sarah Weston coming in the form of free throws.
That's the difference so far.
It is.
Westville's hitting their free throws. Hebron is not.
And case in point here, too, perfect down to shoot. So 3 points for Sarah Weston, all coming on free throws. The lead the biggest it has been for the Westville Lady Blackhawks at 13-6, 1 minute trimmed here in the second quarter. To our left, here's Reese with the basketball for Rokos. Now a touch pass driving down the lane, and missing is Reese, and a tangle up in the lane.
And that's Bailey Jones' third.
Bailey Jones, and yep, Bailey Jones called for the foul. Snowman not only is Hebron missing these shots at the free throw line, but they're also committing fouls. We saw how many fouls? 4 fouls in the early going?
That's the third loose ball foul called against Hebron here in the first quarter, and one of them resulted in a 3-point play.
Yeah, so that's going to set up Sarah Weston again, the freshman. She has 3 points. We mentioned all points on free throws. Arcs it up and good for her third point of the quarter, 4 in all.
And the lead continues to swell.
14-6, Westville with the momentum here in Hebron's own gym on this Tuesday night. The second free throw misses, and McLaughlin the rebound. And here comes a desperate Hebron Lady Hawks team with the basketball front court to the left. Mia Reese already playing with 2 fouls and 4 points with the basketball on the right wing. Reese, touch pass as a 3, triple it up for, I believe that is Rokos. Indeed it is. So she has the first 3-pointer of the game for either team. It is a 14-9 lead for Westville. Here is Parkman, Mary Parkman with the ball coming loose in the backcourt, and Parkman picks it up, and that's going the other way.
Now you got to take advantage of this kind of opportunity.
Yes, you do. It's already a 2-possession game, but 1 bucket, Snowman, can make it a 1-possession, even the form of a simple field goal.
And this may be the time that the Hawks put a run together.
So Rokos will bring the ball inbound, trickle it for Mia Reese. Reese holds her dribble, now starts to dribble, left of the wing, cuts down the lane, medium range jumper, feeds up for McLaughlin. Oh, beautiful. Talk about a beautiful pass. McLaughlin with her first field goal of the game. She has 3 points, and here comes Westville the other way. A miss on the part of Weston, and it's out of bounds. It's going to stay with Westville. 14-11, the lead cut to 1 possession for the Westville Lady Blackhawks. Lady Blackhawks and Lady Hawks here in Hebron tonight. 6:03 for the second quarter. Here is Pender over for Parkman, and a whistle travel called on the part of Mary Parkman. Mary Parkman with 2 points in this game, both coming in the opening quarter. 6:01 for the second. 14-11. Hebron trailing in this game. Hebron, of course, 11-3 here on the season. A 3 from the left wing, offline. And outside shooting once again continuing to hurt Hebron as Westville in transition. Here's Weston driving against McLaughlin. Nice. She gets the basketball. Nice block. And here comes the Hebron Lady Hawks. Deck down their white jersey tops, white shorts with red numerals front and back. McLaughlin in the lane. Too strong off the glass. Wild. And we have a tangle up for the basketball as
McLaughlin got elbowed in the mouth. And they're going to call a foul against Westville.
What? Well, McLaughlin's called for her first foul, Snowman. And remember, it is a bonus opportunity here for the Lady Blackhawks of Westville. So at the free throw line is Shreves, the junior. She has 7 points, the lead score for both teams, and make it 8. Her first point of the second quarter comes in the form of a free throw. 15-11, Westville the advantage. So at the free throw line to our right, a bend of the knees by Shreves. Arcs it up and down for 9 points for Morgan Shreves. 16-11. Go ahead, Snowman.
They are perfect from the line in the second quarter.
16-11, the lead for Westville. They have led it throughout as in the lane. Wallstra into the game now. Basketball to our left. Here is Reese, airlifting a 3 from the left wing, offline as the ball trickles to the far corner and in the hands of Westville. Here is Neek with the basketball, and a steal by Reese. Reese cutting to the basket, right-handed layup, good off the glass. There's some cash for Mia Reese. 6 points for Mia, the senior in this game. 16-13, the lead cut to 1 possession for Westville. Slow dribble by Parkman, who kicks it across, who kicks it for Weston. Now here is a drive by Weston off the glass. No, and the ball loose and right in front of the basket. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds.
Here.
No, a foul.
Stay
a
here.
Foul. All right, so Erin McLaughlin called for her foul. It's the second foul for her, the team's 10th. So that will send Weston to the line, and she makes good on her first free throw. 5 points for Sarah Weston, all in the form of free throws. Coming into the game is Caitlin Cherry for the Hebron Lady Hawks, who trailed by 2 possessions, 17-13. Slight bend of the knees by Weston, arcs it up, good on the second.
5 straight from the line.
5 straight, yeah. 6 points in all for Sarah Weston, and a 18-13 game. Definitely the free throws, the big difference. As recent penetration move in the lane. No, but she gets her own rebound and hit from behind. A foul on Westville.
Second time that Hebron's gone to the line this quarter. Now they got to make it count. Here's the difference in the game so far, Frank. Westville 10 for 12 from the free throw line. That's all I need to hear. 10 for 12 from the free throw line.
Shreves called for the foul as Val checks into the game. It looks like, yes, Val, the sophomore, haven't seen her tonight. And the second free throw off the iron. And there's another miss, no man, as Hebron gets the ball briefly for a moment, and still they retain possession with Myra Reese right at the key jumper. Good. Reese with a field goal. It is a 2-point game with Westville on top, 18-16. 4:15, the clock spiraling downward here before halftime. Now in the right corner, Westville with the basketball. Sarah Weston pitches it out, tries to feed it over for Shreves, and Westville still with the basketball. Here's the top of the key, 3, no, and the rebound controlled by Rokos, as number 31, Rokos in the backcourt, and working it from right to left. Here is Caitlin Cherry in the front court to our left for the Hebron Lady Hawks. Now a long jumper for Reese, good. Counted for Mia Reese. She has her 3rd field goal in this quarter. 5 field goals for her in the game. And on the other end, here is a miss by Parkman, and the ball comes out into the hands of McLaughlin by Westville in their backcourt, out of bounds. And
would you believe this is our first tie of the game?
First tie of the game, 18-18. Hard to believe. Got to give credit to Hebron for fighting back into this one.
Absolutely.
We have a foul, as it is called on Wilkerson. That is her first team foul, or first foul, the team's 7th.
Now you got to make it count.
Yes, you do indeed. 3:30 and an 18-all deadlock here in the first half. The first free throw good on the part of Caitlin Cherry. So a 19-18 lead. Would you believe it? Hebron with the lead and coming through with a free throw.
It's the first lead of the night.
First lead of the night, and it comes with 3.5 minutes before halftime. So Caitlin Cherry at the line looking to make it a field goal possession. Bounces it. Strong bend of the knees. Lets it go off the backboard. No, and the ball comes out for McLaughlin, who feeds it ahead. Here is Reese right at the key. Starts to drive. Has her shot blocked, and Westville with basketball.
Ball.
And now comes out to Hebron right in the lane. Here is Reese, left of the key. Jumper, good. Oh, baby, what a move by Mia Reese.
That might have been an and one.
21-18, the lead 3 points for Hebron in this game, as it has definitely turned the course. Now here's a jumper, good from right of the key by Shreves. So Shreves with her 4th field goal of the game under 3 minutes, 21-20. Hebron with the lead here on Arena Sportsnet. A thrilling night of basketball. Girl-boy doubleheader, a 3. For Reese. And McLaughlin getting the rebound. Right at the key jumper. Cherry feeds it over for McLaughlin. Cash off. You know what I call it, Snowman? Cash off the glass for Erin McLaughlin. Her 2nd field goal of the game, 23-20, and we have a foul as Hebron with the leader. We do have a foul timeout as it's called by the head coach, Mark Parkman, of the Westville Lady Blackhawks.
You know what? Hebron trailed for most of the first half, and that before Shreves' jumper, that 10-0 run gave them their first lead, and this is the run, and you've seen Hebron before just as well as I. If they get that one run, 8, 10, 12 in a row, they can start to put a team away.
Who says high school sports, especially basketball, is not about momentum? We're seeing it here
exactly
on the home team side.
Exactly.
As Doug Godbolt talking with the Hebron Lady Hawks. This is the first time out I think either team has used here tonight.
Yep.
And it comes with 2:35. He's a snowman, Brian Snow. I'm Frank Sprinkle, the big win. A girl-boy doubleheader featuring the Westville Blackhawks and the Hebron Hawks. We'll have the boys game coming up after the conclusion of this one. But, man, what a game we have here between the girls. The Lady Blackhawks, the Lady Hawks, the Lady Hawks at home leading 23-20. Westville trailing by one possession with the ball, working from left to right with Weston at the point. Weston into a spin. Now inside the arc, pitches it out. Here is a three from the right wing. Triple it up for Wilkerson.
That's her first bucket.
Ashley Wilkerson with her first bucket, as you say, Snowman, and a three-pointer. That's the first three for, I believe, Westville here tonight. Tie game 23 all as Reese with the penetration move. Cash off the glass. Mia Reese.
She cannot be stopped in this second quarter.
She is definitely carrying the load of her Lady Hawks right now. They lead at 25-23 under 2 minutes. And we have a steal by Cherry. Cherry across the timeline. Pitches it out.
Pass.
And we have a nice pass indeed, but Mary Parkman called for the foul.
That defense that Hebron may have 9 steals in this first half.
Kayla Rokos at the line, shooting to our left. Slight bend in the knees, lets it go, and good.
That's
for
big.
Kayla Rokos. Big indeed. 26-23. Hey, you want to talk about big here will make it a 2-possession lead and 4 points, which would be the biggest lead.
And remember, Hebron trailed this game by 7.
Second one good. So that is a 2-possession lead, 27-23. Hebron in control.
And now here they come with the pressure.
So here is the full court pressure. Mary Parkman with the basketball, front court to the left with the left-handed dribble, working the point, sent into a spin, kicks it out for Wilkerson. Wilkerson with the left-handed dribble, backs it out. 27-23, Hebron with the lead as Weston trying to come around a screen. Now Mary Parkman with the left-handed dribble. Parkman and her block loses the handle. Weston able to get a handle. We got a jump ball. And I don't. Who has
no, that's us.
Oh,
that's Hebron.
Okay, so Hebron gets on the jump ball. It's no man between us. That's one rule about high school and college basketball. I did not like it. If it's called a jump ball, you should literally jump it. My opinion.
Yeah.
Maya Reese with the, however, does go to the home team Hebron Lady Hawks, who lead at 27-23. A $1:17 downward spiral clock before halftime. Reese driving down the lane with the right hand. No, and McLaughlin with the offensive rebound can't come up with the cash, and Westville takes control as it looked like Vale was trying to steal the ball away.
McLaughlin has 8 rebounds in this quarter.
McLaughlin, the big girl, very impressive. Now here's a pitch for Wilkerson, a three from the right wing, cannot triple it up, and here is Pender on the underneath, and she is with contact. Foul.
If that's McLaughlin, that's 3.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
It is 3 fouls.
And that's a huge foul.
Both teams in the bonus. However, Westville in the double bonus, and that will send Pender to the line.
First trip to the line here in the second period.
Pender with only 1 point. She had a free throw in the first, cannot come up with a second point here. 51 seconds as McLaughlin comes out. Wallstruck coming into the game for Hebron.
For McLaughlin, so far 5 points, 9 rebounds. 8 have come in the second quarter.
Pender dribbles, bends of the knees, arcs it up, and cannot get it to drop as Westville gets the ball on the rebound by Shreves. And we have a jump ball, so it's going to go to Westville. 49.5, so happy you could join us. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas, everybody, and also Happy New Year upcoming. And if you are going out, please be safe. You have a lot to accomplish.
Please
snowman like us, you have a lot to accomplish here in 2017.
Better believe it.
All right, so here is a jumper in the lane, good by Shreves as she comes up with a field goal here under a minute left. 27-25, the lead, 1 possession favoring the Hebron Lady Hawks, who have the basketball front court to the left. Cherry with the basketball, feeds over for Vale. Reese.
Nice
it over.
pass.
Vale cannot come up with it, and we hit a basket and counted and won.
Wallstra with the basket.
Wallstra with her first points of the game, Snowman, I believe.
Big bucket.
Indeed, big.
That's on Shreves.
So Shreves called for the foul. That is her second, and in all, the team's 9th for this opening half, as it will send to the line Wallstra offs it up, cannot get it to drop. And Westville, you can only imagine with no shot clock being a factor, will play for the last shot.
You have
29-25. Hebron with the lead. It looks like they're going to go into the locker room with the lead. Let's just see how much by. Here is a touch pass.
Nice
Parkman fired
fake.
the three, lets it go for three off the back iron. The ball comes loose in the paint. And here's a miss by Wilkerson, and out of bounds. It will not. It will go to Hebron, or pardon me, Westville with 2 seconds left. So Parkman triggering it inbounds, 2 seconds on the clock, a quick catch and shoot. Parkman looking for the open, goes for Pender out of bounds, lets it go too strong, and that will do it as the buzzer symbolizes the first 16 minutes come and gone from downtown Hebron. A thrilling 16 minutes of basketball. Hebron with a 29-25 lead over Westville. 2 Titans in the Porter County Conference clashing here on this Tuesday night. Frank Sprinkle and Brian Snow, the halftime show coming up with the Snowman and Me the Big Win. You're listening to the Porter Conference Game of the Week featuring the Hebron Lady Hawks on Arena Sports Network and all of its properties.
It's your ticket to an evening out that won't break the bank. It's your ticket to explosive runs, acrobatic catches, and game-saving tackles. It's your ticket to an experience you'll never forget. It's your ticket to the IHSAA State Football Tournament. Attending a tournament football game is a fun and affordable way to see sports played the way they were meant to be, for the pure love of it. The Indianapolis Colts and the Indiana High School Athletic Association invite you to be part of Indiana's rich tradition of high school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure state tournament excitement. The drama is set to kick off. Do you have your ticket?
Today's program is brought to you by Cleaver Supplements, the official presenting sponsor of Arena Sports Net. Our team is excited to provide you with an impeccable online shopping experience and remains available to assist at any time. We have natural supplements such as our Super Fat Burner, our Carnitine Stack, the famous Swole Serum for your workouts, and much more. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do not hesitate to contact us via telephone or email, and one of our experienced team members will get back to you. Cleaver Supplements, pure supplements for when genetics are just not enough. Countryside Realty and their team of realtors are ready to handle your real estate transaction with honesty, professionalism, and over 17 years of industry knowledge. Don't go unrepresented in one of the largest investments of your life. Call their DeMont, Indiana office at 219-987-SELL. That's 219-987-7355. You can also find them online at 987sell.com or find them on Facebook. Serving all of Northwest Indiana, Countryside Realty, where professionalism matters.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Hebron Arena, along with the Big Win Frank Sprinkle. Brian Snow here with you. 29-25 in favor of the Hebron Hawks. They have the lead, and we have the Countryside Realty halftime report brought to you by Countryside Realty, where professionalism matters. Snowman here, big win there, and what a second quarter by the Hawks, outscoring Westville 23-14. 11 of those 23 belonged to Mia Reese, and she played that entire second period with 2 fouls.
And that's what's, first of all, Snowman, what a second quarter. It's amazing I'm still alive to talk about it to all of my generation, to all the generations ahead. But, you know, Mia Reese, you talk about somebody that realizes she's got to put the the weight of her team. That's what a senior does. And we were talking about Parkman. We were talking about Reese, the two impact players. They're both seniors. They realize, they know they're dependent on leadership, but they also know there are times in which they have to take full control of their team. Mia Reese doing that for Hebron.
I'll tell you who also was huge for Hebron. Erin McLaughlin, the 5'10 sophomore. She only had 5 points, but 10 huge rebounds.
Yes.
Half of those came on the offensive end that kept possessions alive and allowed Hebron to creep back in the game.
And definitely, you look at McLaughlin, she's obviously a big girl. She can post down low and depend on the bucket, but she is a very physical player. I'll tell you this, you look at Hebron, physical players all around, and you got to admire what they were able to do. Also coming up with some crucial free throws. I know you talked about the free throw shooting hasn't been good and still hasn't quite been what you want, but at least they were able to hit their free throws when they need it. But they still got to put on the intensity against a Westville squad that is very tough. They could score a lot of points.
Well, here's the difference.
Go ahead.
The first half of the second quarter was all Westville.
Right.
They hit 7 straight free throws. Morgan Streams hit a pair. Sarah Weston hit 5 in a row. They extended the lead to 7 at 18-11. And since that time, an 18-7 run wiped out the deficit and gave Hebron the lead. And I think more in the third period, you're going to see a lot more pressure defense from the Hebron Hawks.
Yeah, and especially, too, from Hebron, you're going to see that pressure defense. But I want to talk about Westville. The question is, what does Westville do to counter Mia Reese? I think they're definitely going to change their game plan. I think they're going to apply a lot of pressure to Mia Reese, and that is where you got to see girls such as Cherry. You mentioned McLaughlin, Rokos. They're going to have to come up and contribute in the scoring. As great as Mia Reese is, I don't think you can just depend on her to win this game.
Yeah, some other players are going to have to step up. McLaughlin she got a couple of inside buckets. Haley Wallstra with a big field goal. The person I'm looking forward to really step up to, and as a matter of fact, Kayla Rokos, who hit a 3-point field goal in that second quarter. But the one who is blank from the field that I'm expecting to completely go off is Caitlin Cherry. She's 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point land. But just like that first one, you're hoping for Mia Reese to go down. The first one that goes down for Caitlin Cherry is going to be huge.
Yeah, of course it is. But and you know what? I honestly believe that if you take a look at Cherry, who is a starter, and a young starter too, somebody who's a sophomore, somebody that's looking up to the likes of Reese, as well as McLaughlin looking up to the likes of Reese. If you could get Cherry if you can get Cherry to come up with that one big bucket, that's going to change the momentum of this game, and Hebron cannot look back. So I think you get Cherry going, you get this entire team going.
29-25 our score. You'll be listening to the Countryside Realty Halftime Report, brought to you by Countryside Realty, where professionalism matters. We're back with the second half. After this is the Porter County Conference Game of the Week, and this is Hebron Hawks basketball. Y'all get 500 full-color business cards on quality business stock for just $49 at Russ's Print Shop. Look at them online at russprintshop.com or call 219-996-3142. Russ's Print Shop, fine printing and design since 1979. Broadcast is brought to you by Subway of Hebron. You can build your breakfast your way or grab the sandwich of your choice or make it a meal adding a few goodies. Visit Subway of Hebron, Indiana at 615 North Main Street, open to 10 p.m. every day. Subway, eat fresh. Hey, y'all, Snowman here. I want to tell you about a great place here in Hebron that supports the Hebron Hawks. It's called Susie's Diner at 407 South Main Street here in Hebron, Indiana. They got the best food around. If you're looking for a place to get a quick bite to eat or to hang around for a little while, check out Susie's Diner at 407 South Main Street in Hebron, Indiana. And my personal recommendation, the first of many to come, try the biscuits and gravy. Man, they are good. Susie's Diner, 407 South Main Street, Hebron, Indiana, or call them at 219-996-3463. South Lake Body Auto Sales is a used car dealership located at 3970 East Lincoln Highway in Maryville, 1 block east of Sam's Club, where your job is your credit and everybody drives. We're open from 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Get great deals on cars such as a 2004 Mitsubishi Outlander, a 2005 BMW X3, a 2010 Ford Fusion, a 2008 Chevy Malibu, a Buick LaCrosse, and much, much more. Visit 3970 East Lincoln Highway in Maryville or call 219-947-9901, or you can jump online and visit southlakebodyautosales.com. South Lake Body Auto Sales, where your job is your credit and everybody drives.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom,
Mathematics education requires
but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare your kids for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you'll see. High school sports, an essential part of a complete education. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in this community.
The King's Court is now in session at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. The King of Connecticut, Matt Granahan, brings you guests from all walks of life, and every story is on the table. The King's Court is presented by American Grappler, MMA, and Wrestling Outfitters. The King's Court with the King of Connecticut, Matt Granahan. Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, exclusively on Arena Sportsnet.
It's your ticket to an evening out that won't break the bank. It's your ticket to explosive runs, acrobatic catches, and game-saving tackles. It's your ticket to an experience you'll never forget. It's your ticket to the IHSAA State Football Tournament. Attending a tournament football game is a fun and affordable way to see sports played the way they were meant to be, for the pure love of it. The Indianapolis Colts and the Indiana High School Athletic Association invite you to be part of Indiana's rich tradition of high school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure state tournament excitement. The drama continues this weekend. Do you have your ticket?
Frank and Brian back here with you as we get ready to start the third period. And the Hawks come out with Rokos, Wallstra, Reese, Jones will start the third quarter in place of Molchan. And Caitlin Cherry completes their quintet. Shreves, along with Weston, Parkman, Pender, and Wilkerson. The third quarter belongs to Frank.
Thank you so much, Snowman, and so happy you could join us here on this Tuesday night. And if you're just getting home or just turning on your internet screen, where have you been? My goodness, the Hebron Hawks taking control of the second quarter. Hebron working their offense from left to right. They have the ball front court to the right in their white jersey tops, white shorts, red numerals front and back, as well as Hawks spelled out in red on the front above the numerals. Mia Reese working top of the key, lets a three go, riddling no, and the rebound controlled by Pender. Yeah, I hear you, Snowman.
So waiting for that first one to go down.
29-25, Hebron with the lead. However, could be cut to one possession here, and a miss by Wilkerson, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Westville Lady Hawks.
Tell you something about these officials. They're letting them play.
Yes, they are. We've had a lot of foul calls, but it seems that they are letting them do whatever they want as long as it's kept in bounds.
Out.
Here's Parkman, and a three misses. And here comes Hebron in their white jersey tops, white shorts, with Mia Reese operating the point with the right hand, starts to accelerate, kicks it back out left wing. As Cherry thought about taking the three. Cherry thought about taking the three, and here is Reese cutting, circling, scoring off the glass. Some cash for Mia Reese, just picking up where she left off.
How about 17 points?
17 points and a 31-25 lead, a 6-point edge for Hebron here in the early going of the third quarter. Now here's Wilkerson, a three, rattling no, and the rebound controlled by
Gotta
Cherry.
go.
And
Oh,
it's
good
taken
play by
away.
Parkman.
Here is Parkman feeding it for Pender, and no, we have a push and a pushing foul upcoming. And the pushing foul coming up against the Hebron Lady Hawks.
It's on Jones. That's her fourth.
So Jones called you up. You mentioned for a foul. You got Jones. I got here Jones for 4 fouls.
I have her
McLaughlin
with
had
4 fouls also.
I got McLaughlin with 3 fouls, and the scoreboard does illustrate it as Pender shooting to our left, lets it go, and rimming no. Coming into the game now for Hebron, it looks like
It's Molchan.
Molchen coming in. So we got a change with Molchen coming into this game. So Pender bounces the ball at the line, lets it go, arcs it up, and no, off the rim. However, Westville keeps the line with the offensive rebound. Here is Parkman, right wing, starts to drive, points out with the right hand, now backs it out for Weston, Sarah Weston. A return for Parkman, right wing, three, triple it up for Mary Parkman.
That's
she
huge.
has a three-pointer, huge indeed, because it cuts the lead to 1 possession for Hebron, Hebron working front court to the right with Rokos quickly ahead. Here is a three, no by Molchen, misses. And here comes Westville with the basketball, working front court to the right as Cherry playing some aggressive defense in the backcourt for the Lady Hawks. Now Pender in the lane, might have been blocked, and indeed it was. As here the ball's out of bounds, and it looks like we out of bounds. Last touch by Westville and last touch by Sarah Weston.
They still look a little discombobulated, does Hebron.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe that lead. I'll tell you, that second quarter, Snowman might have done it.
Yeah.
5:44 and counting here for the third quarter on a frilly night. Girls boys doubleheader as Rokos feeds it over, and a miss by Wastra.
Sam.
No on the free shot. As here comes Westville with the basketball front court to the left, pull up jumper left of the key, good by Weston. So Weston with her first field goal, she has 8 points in this game. 5:15 and counting, 31-30, the slimmest of leads for Hebron. A three for Reese comes up, no, but the offensive rebound cannot be put in. As here comes Westville with the basketball, front court to the left, and they're black on black top, black jersey tops, black shorts, orange trim on the sides, orange numerals front and back. Westville in lettering, in orange lettering spelled above the numerals on the front. Pender holding the basketball. Now here's a kick to the corner for Wilkerson. A bounce for Weston, and the ball stolen away. Here is Reese driving down the lane, right-handed layup. Good for Mia Reese.
19 points.
Boy, the player of the game, I'd say. 33-30, still 1 possession lead for Hebron. As Westville,
travel.
And we have a travel call. Thank you, Snowman, as it is on Sarah Weston. So Weston turns the ball over with 4:29.
That's a good job by Cherry jumping at Weston.
4:29 here for the third quarter, 33-30. Hebron looking to extend the lead to 2 possessions. A slow walk up the front court by Mia Reese. Kicks it back out. Cherry holds her dribble, high left wing, looking for a pitch. Instead returns it for Reese in between the circles. Reese starts to dribble with the right hand, cuts inside. Now a three from the quarter. No, by a miss by Molchen. And here comes Westville looking to tie the game with a three-pointer. If not, cut it to 1 with a field goal.
Hebron 1 for 11 from three-point range.
So Wilkerson, here is Parkman with a 3 attempt from the right wing off the iron, however kept alive by Wilkerson. And Weston with the left-handed dribble at the left wing in between the circles for Parkman. Now in the quarter, here is Wilkerson, a 3 off the iron. No, outside shooting cold for Westville here in this game. 3.5 minutes, and here comes Hebron with the lead as they kick out for Rokos. Now Molchen, a 3 in the corner, cannot triple it up by Reese, and Pender with the rebound. And quickly, here is Wilkerson working the basketball front court to the left, across court outlet, and cash off the glass, good for Shreves, who has 15 points in this game, 33-32. 1 point lead for Hebron, 3 minutes and counting here for the third quarter. Pull-up jumper by Reese, no, and here is Parkman with the basketball for Westville. And quickly ahead, Westville works into the front court. Here is Parkman, a three from the right wing, lets it go, no, and trickled in the corner by Wilkerson. Here is Weston. Now Weston still keeps it, backs out near the timeline.
This third quarter's gone fast.
It has gone fast, under 2.5 minutes remaining with a 33-32 lead for the home school team, Hebron Hawks. Now here is Wilkerson, a three from the near wing, cannot triple it up, and the rebound in the hands of Mulchin. And here comes Hebron with the basketball, front court to the right. From the far side, Mia Reese, touch pass. Here's a three attempt in the corner by Cherry, too strong, and we have a tangle up in the lane. We have a jump ball as it appeared that Wallstra was tangled up with number 10 Shreves. So with 2:02 here for the third quarter, here from Hebron High School, Frank Sprinkle, Brian Snow, a.k.a. Snowman, and the big win, 33-32. The Hebron Lady Hawks 10-3 against the Westville Lady Blackhawks 10-4. This is a game in the Porter County Conference and a crucial game for both schools here tonight. Now here, Westville with the basketball.
Get
Parkman
that
has a block.
Oh, no.
And a foul upcoming on Hebron.
No. It's on McLaughlin, I believe, and that's 4.
Well, that is true. It is, and indeed, it is her 4th foul. So, Erin McLaughlin, I can only imagine she will take a seat.
Man.
Let's see if she takes a seat. Of course, she's one of the hardest working players on this team. Looks like she's going to stay in for now.
The Porter County Conference Game of the Week on Arena Sports Net, brought to you in part by Parkman Excavating and CHP Graphics.
Free throw off the hands and a miss.
Wow.
By Parkman. Parkman getting a lot of minutes here in this game.
I don't think she's come out yet.
I don't think she has. Definitely has been a workhorse for this Lady Blackhawks squad. Slight bend in the knees, lets it go quickly and good for Mary Parkman. She has her first free throw of the game. And
5th
4
tie of the
points.
game.
4 point, and we're tied up at 33 all. As Rokos looks to unlock the tie with a three off the iron, no, and the rebound belonging to Parkman. Parkman with the left-handed dribble, comes near side, looks to get it across the timeline, does, into the front court to the left. Weston in between the circles, dribbles with the left hand, holds her dribble, kicks it to the near for Wilkerson. A return for Weston. Now Parkman motions with the right hand, holds her dribble, now starts her dribble at the right, comes around a screen, lets a three go from the right wing, back iron, and off over the top. That's going to go to Hebron. Good effort. You got to be impressed with what she has been able to do playing all of these minutes. A minute 7 and counting, 33 all here in the Hebron gym here on this Tuesday night as a steal by Parkman at midcourt into the front court, cuts in the lane, and good with the layup. So Parkman, a crucial field goal, and it's a 35-33 lead. Westville with the lead once again. However, it is tied as Cherry comes up with the field goal. So 35-35 back and forth. Frank Sprinkle, Brian Snow on Arena Sports Net enjoying this. Here's Wilkerson from the near corner. A three, no, but Pender gets the ball for a moment. It is bat tap. Rokos has it. Reese will just watch it sail as last touch by Westville. 29.4 here for the third quarter. 35 all tie. How will this end? Keep it here to Arena Sports Net and find out.
Caitlin Cherry's taking her first breather. Tanner Roy on for her.
Definitely a Christmas present here for all of you. A girls-boys doubleheader and a thrilling girls game. Certainly living up to its billing. As far as the boys team goes, 7-1, the Westville boys Blackhawks will take on the 4-1 Hebron boys Hawks. So 20 seconds remaining. Here is Reese. Cannot connect from the three from the corner.
She hasn't had a three ball yet.
Pender with the basketball, and here quickly is here's up as we have a dribble drive down the lane, and good. It looks like Van Meter into the game, and she comes up with her first point of the game, 37-35. Buzzer beater jumper, no, by Cherry, or Reese, I should say, and that will do it. 37-35, just a number of frills here in this girls game between Westville and Hebron at home. Final quarter coming up, 37-35. Westville with the lead over Hebron. And you're listening to the Porter County Conference Game of the Week featuring the Hebron Lady Hawks here on Arena Sports Net.
At South Lake Body Auto Shop at 7991 Clay Street in Maryville, Indiana, we have a full-service mechanic repair shop for all makes and models of cars and trucks. At the same location, we have a body shop in which we do body repair and paint work on semis, as well as all makes and models of cars and trucks. Our hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and Saturday from 8 to 3. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 219-947-9900. That's 219-947-9900 or visit southlakebodyautosales.com.
Yep. All right, and we welcome you back here to Hebron High School, downtown Hebron. How will this game end? 37-35. Hebron with the lead over, or I should say Westville with the lead over Hebron. And the call, the final 8 minutes. Here's the tale of the play-by-play by the snowman, Brian Snow.
Thank you very much. We begin the Countryside Realty money period with the Hawks in possession, trailing by 2, 37-35, as Reese has it off to the right. She does not have a three-point goal here tonight yet. Reese on the right wing. Reese on the drive. Stops right of the lane. Comes back out to Molchan. On the left side is Rokos. Rokos cross court underneath to Reese. Reese shoots. Miss. Reese the offensive rebound. Goes up. Nope. Foul called. Foul occurred before the shot. Mia Reese leads all with 19 points. But unfortunately, the Hebron Hawks have only one three-point field goal tonight. Westville's hit 3. Here's Reese out of the corner. Missed it. Van Meter the rebound. Westville on the push. And they tie up Van Meter. Jump ball that'll belong to Westville. I stand corrected. Westville's only hit 2 three-point field goals tonight. Westville 2 for 13. Hebron 1 for 15. That's from three-point land. Half a minute gone in the money period. Money period brought to you by South Lake Body Auto Sales and Repair of Maryville. Over the top pass out of bounds. The Hawks have it with a chance to tie. These are two of the best defensive teams in the Porter County Conference. The Hawks hold their opponents to 41.9. Westville holds their opponents to 46.5, and it's looking that way so far tonight. Reese across into the front court. On the left side is Rokos. Cross court underneath to McLaughlin. Over the top to Reese on the right wing. Back out Rokos. Deep three left wing. Yes!
Oh, baby!
Boy, was that huge. And the Hawks grabbed the lead over Westville 38-37, and Reese nearly had another steal.
And it's Snowman, this is where turnovers are magnified. It is still a close game. Hebron with the lead, but every turnover, every foul is magnified by 2 here in this quarter.
Every possession also. Reeves to come in. Full court pressure shown by the Hebron Hawks. And didn't get in time. Or do we have timeout?
Timeout?
Yes, we have timeout. Timeout because the Westville Blackhawks will send Mary Parkman back into the game. Our Porter County Conference Game of the Week doubleheader brought to you in part by Parkman Excavating and by CHP Graphics. Also by Dairy Queen of Hebron, Subway, and Susie's Diner, all of Hebron, Countryside Realty of DeMont, Russ's Print Shop, and South Lake Body Auto Sales and Repair of Maryville. Remember, this is the first of 2 that we have for you tonight. Frank and I will have the call of the boys game here as we take you into the new year. Rokos, Reese, Roy, Molchan, and McLaughlin. So the R&M team on the floor for the Hebron Hawks. Parkman to come in. Against 5-second count comes into Weston. Parkman, Weston, along with Pender. Wilkerson and Shreves. Tanner Roy with a foul. That's her first. And play it comes to Weston. Over the top to Parkman. Parkman on the drive in. Rokos nearly picked a pocket.
Also a physical game here tonight.
Indeed it has been.
Love these good physical basketball games. That's my favorite.
Caitlin Sherry back on for Hebron. As Parkman to come in, baseline left. In play near steal again by Caitlin Sherry. Boy, the Hawks are getting their hands in the passing lanes.
Yes, they are.
A minute plus gone in the South Lake Body Auto Sales money period. 38-37. Hebron leads by 1. Against the 5-second count, they lob it in. And Roy with a steal stepped out of bounds. It looked like Roy was going to come up with it, but it belongs to Westville. This is where Westville's had problems the last couple of minutes getting the ball in. Wilkerson to come in from three-quarter court, comes in play to Parkman. Parkman starts her dribble against Caitlin Cherry. Parkman across into the front court, works away to the left wing. Parkman on the drive to the left baseline. Cut off, dumps it underneath to Pender. Pender goes up, strip, foul called on Kayla Rokos. Rokos indeed picks up the foul. That's only her first.
Pretty good crowd here with the bleachers. Wouldn't say quite full, but certainly it looks more about 80%. I have to say about 80% full here. Good crowd here on this Tuesday, 2 days after Christmas.
Pender to the free throw line, 0 for 4 in the game. 0 for 5 as she missed that one. 38-37, Hebron by 1, and 6:38 remaining in the money period. Pender gets ready, gives the ball a spin, shoots the second one. Nope. And the rebound, McLaughlin. 11 rebounds for McLaughlin tonight. Cherry trots it up. Cherry in a hurry. Left of the lane, goes all the way, missed it. McLaughlin had the rebound. Cherry comes up with it and throws it out of bounds. She was looking for Reese in the corner. 15 turnovers against the Hebron Hawks.
And one thing about this Westville team, they will not go away quietly.
Neither one of these teams will go away quietly. 7, Hebron leads by 1 from three-quarter court. Reeves comes in play and it's out of bounds.
Oh, goodness.
What was that statement you said about turnovers?
Magnified by 2.
How about 3 on the last 4 possessions for both teams? 38-37, a 1-point Hebron lead. Cherry to Rokos in the left corner. Over the top pass to Reese on the right wing. Drives in. Bounce pass underneath to Roy. Gathered in by McLaughlin. Shoots it up, no good. Pender had the rebound and comes down with it. She's got 11 rebounds. 38-37, Westville looks for the lead. Weston in a hurry. Front court to the left. Crosses over on the dribble. Here comes Weston to the free throw line. Dumps it to Pender. She shoots it in. And Westville has the lead. That's her first field goal of the night. She's got 3 points in the game. In the front court is Caitlin Cherry driving right and shoots it in. Right back at ya. Caitlin Cherry with 5. The lead is 1 for Hebron, 40-39. They come with the pressure. Parkman speeds across into the front court. Parkman dancing on the dribble outside left. Nearly lost the ball. Able to gather it in. Comes back out to Weston. Weston holds and looks. Now starts her drive left in the lane. In the left corner is Parkman. Parkman on the drive into the lane. Lean in, flip. Nope. Rebound on the floor. And a travel. That'll give the ball back to Hebron. Doggone it. This is going to come down to the wire. Parkman to come in. Foul, baseline right. In play to Shreves. Miss steal Reese. Shreves baseline jump. Good. Westville has the lead. 15 for Shreves. Here comes Reese. Reese in a hurry to the free throw line. Dumps a pass to McLaughlin. Shoots it up. No good. McLaughlin back up. Yes. 7 for McLaughlin to go with 13 rebounds. The Hawks go up by 1. 5:10 remaining in the money period. Weston flies in the front court. Weston free throw line. Finds Shreves. Goes up. Scores. Westville has the lead. Who's going to blink first? 5 minutes remaining. Rokos, 3-ball left corner. Too long. And the rebound comes down to the Blackhawks as Shreves walked. Back in. McLaughlin departs with 7 points and 13 rebounds. Did you hear that, CJ Peters? He gave me a thumbs up.
That is Dad Jim also here to our left.
Here's a 3 by Cherry. Good!
Oh boy.
5 in the fourth quarter for Caitlin Cherry. 8 for the game. And the Hawks go back up by a pair. 45-43. Our South Lake Body Auto Sales hard-working player of the game so far is Aaron McLaughlin with 7 points and 13 game-high rebounds tonight.
You know, she's a great post player, very aggressive. She's got a big frame to her, but she uses that frame toward her physicality. What a player. I mean, between Reese and McLaughlin, terrific night on the part of those two.
We'll give a second vote to Kavion Pender. She only has 3 points in the game, but she has 11 rebounds. The rebounds have been huge for both teams. Hebron holding a slight edge in the rebound department tonight, 32-29. But I'll tell you what, Pender and McLaughlin, boy, have they been working hard tonight. 45-43, Hebron by a pair. 4:49 remaining in the South Lake Body Auto Sales money period. And now the Hawks will come with full court pressure as they work it right to left in the black tops, black bottoms. As we see it and as you folks are listening along at home with us and didn't get it in. Did not get it in. A 5-second violation. That is the 5th turnover against Westville in this 4th quarter.
I think they're nervous.
A bounce pass in play to Cherry. Rocco's 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound underneath. Hawks come up with it and a travel, and they turn it over for the 5th time. Talk about nerves.
Yes, indeed. Hey, I'm the one to mention that. But no, really, you can tell by Westville just taking their time on the inbounds pass that it's not they're not quite in sync here.
Well, neither team has been in sync so far here in the 4th quarter. 45-43. Hebron by 2 as they try to clinch a share of the Porter County Conference title here tonight. They break the pressure to Reeves. Shreves on the drive. Strip! Foul on Wallstra. Oh, baby.
Well, one of the best basketball games you will see here on the night.
Indeed. Wallstra with a foul. That's her 2nd. And the 5th foul against the Hawks. That's huge. Shreves free throw. Short. So the best she can do now is cut it to 1. Hey, folks, part of our broadcast tonight brought to you by Dairy Queen of Hebron. The blizzard of the month is the Candy Cane Oreo Blizzard. Candy cane pieces and Oreo pieces blended into our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Visit Dairy Queen, 620 North Front Street in Hebron, Indiana.
Also, shout out to the chicken strip basket. That's delicious.
Oh, I love the chicken strip
basket. Do, too.
Shreves drills the free throw. So she hits 1 of 2. 18 points for Shreves. Here comes Kayla Rocos to Caitlin Cherry in the right corner. Cherry with a left-handed dribble. Works it right in the lane. Comes back out to Rocos. Rocos on the drive into the lane. Steps through. Shoots it up. No. Rebound on the floor. Comes down to the Blackhawks. They have a chance at the lead. And 4:18 for the game. And another travel. Are you serious?
Yes.
I think both teams are starting to realize what's on the line. And you can see it, Frank. And folks, we hope you're listening along at home with us. Timeout call by Doug Godbolt and the Hebron Hawks. Let's see if it's a 30 or a full. It's a full. We'll take a break. 4:18 left in the South Lake Body Auto Sales money period. It's Hebron 45, Westville 44. Share of the conference title rides on the line on Arena Sportsnet.
South Lake Body Auto Sales is a used car dealership located at 3970 East Lincoln Highway in Maryville. 1 block east of Sam's Club, where your job is your credit and everybody drives. We're open from 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Get great deals on cars such as a 2004 Mitsubishi Outlander, a 2005 BMW X3, a 2010 Ford Fusion, a 2008 Chevy Malibu, a Buick LaCrosse, and much, much more. Visit 3970 East Lincoln Highway in Maryville or call 219-947-9901. Or you can jump online and visit SouthLakeBodyAutoSales.com. South Lake Body Auto Sales, where your job is your credit and everybody drives.
Hey, folks, you can catch a replay after tonight's game on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com and subscribe to go to arenasportsnet.com, I beg your pardon, and subscribe to our new YouTube channel. Against pressure, they come in to Cherry. Cherry drives baseline and lost the ball. Well, like I said, who's going to blink first? And now Hebron will come with a full court pressure. And it's Weston that will pull the trigger. Weston looks. Over the top pass is loose and out of bounds, and they turn it over again.
Oh, goodness.
Stomachs turning and churning, folks.
Indeed.
45-44, Hebron by a point and 4:16 remaining. Want to say thank you to Athletic Director John Steinhilber for allowing us to broadcast this season. Reese with a turnaround shot in the lane. No good. Rebound on the floor. Loose. Goes to Westville. The Hawks lead by 1. We've been stuck on this score for 2 minutes. 45-44, 4:09 left. As they look to come in, it's tipped. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Westville. Ay, caramba.
Bart Simpson reference right there.
Again, I'll give a Jim Durham reference. Who's going to blink first? 45-44, they come in play to Weston. Oh, nope, over the top pass to Weston. Weston on the drive, left of the lane, underneath the Pender, shoots it in, and Westville has the lead. Well, there's one answer. Now can the Hawks respond? Here comes Reese on the drive right of the lane. Kick to Walsh, right baseline jump, no good. Rebound on the floor, still on the floor. Weston comes up with it, no travel called there. Here comes Parkman. Parkman on the push. Parkman on the drive, over the top pass, is out of bounds, and it belonged to Hebron. And they have a shot at the lead with 3:41 left.
Still, they need a couple more baskets. They need the defensive stops, but they also need about 2 to 3 more baskets before they can feel comfortable.
Caitlin Cherry, front court to the left. Underneath to Reese. Reese in on Pender. Hook shot. Nope. Ball tap. Out of bounds. And Westville has it. And remember, if Westville wins tonight, clinch a share of the title. In fact, it only will be a 1-game lead either way. Weston to come in against full court pressure. Drops it in. Reese trying to come up with it. Can't do it. She thought she had it. Mia Reese has 7 steals tonight. 18 points. But Reese has yet to score in the money period. Over the top pass to Parkman. They break the pressure. Parkman in on Reese. Shoots it up. No good. Foul on Mia Reese. A little too late for Reese to recognize they were going with a long pass. And Reese has her 3rd foul. And Parkman to the free throw line. 1 for 2 in the game. She's got 10 points. 11 with that free throw. And the lead grows to a bucket, 47-45. 11 points for Parkman, 2 for 3 from the line tonight. If she hits this one, it'll make it a 3-point game. Parkman's free throw, good. 2 huge free throws. Hebron yet to take a free throw in this quarter. Here comes Caitlin Cherry. Kick out Reese. Reese on the drive, in from the left, all the way to the right side. Throws it up, no good. Drew the foul. And as I say that, Mia Reese will head to the free throw line for 2 big ones. Gotta have these.
Yes, you do. We talked in the pregame about the Hebron struggles with the free throws. You need to come up with both of them.
Reese's free throw. No, doesn't get it. McLaughlin back in. Bailey Jones departs. Bailey Jones has 4 fouls.
Well, it's been a matter of live by the free throws, die by the free throws as far as Hebron's been concerned this season.
And Hebron has only hit 6 free throws tonight. And missed that one badly. Rebound to Shreve. Westville keeps the 3-point lead and 3:12 left. Got to have a stop here. Weston, front court to the left. Dancing on the dribble against Caitlin Cherry. Picks it up. Out front to Shreves. Shreves holds and looks. 3 minutes left. Shreves holding and looking. Still looking. Now gives it to Parkman. Parkman guarded by Kayla Rokos. Parkman out between the circles. Dancing on the dribble with a left hand. Switches hands to the right. Here comes Parkman on the drive to the right side. Comes back out. Rokos stays with. In the right corner is, left corner is Weston. Weston drives baseline. Hook pass back outside. Get out of here. It does. It'll belong to the Hebron Hawks. 7 turnovers against Westville in the money period. Now, can the Hawks take advantage? 2:40 left. 3-point Westville lead, 48-45. On the right side is Caitlin Cherry. Back out to Reese. Over to the left side for Rokos. Here comes Rokos on the drive into the lane, all the way to the hoop, shoots it high off the glass and in. A huge bucket for Kayla Rokos. It's a 1-point game, and she nearly caused another turnover.
Very aggressive. She wants to win this game.
Both teams do. 48-46, Phil by 1. As they look to come in, they come into Weston. Full court pressure. Weston breaks the pressure. Met at the timeline by Reese. Wilkerson has it. Left corner, Parkman. Parkman on the drive, ball poked away. Parkman gets it back. Scoop layup, no good. Foul called, and Parkman shoots a pair. And that is the penalty situation. That's bad. And McLaughlin is gone. Oh, boy.
Well,
so McLaughlin is done. 7 points. and 13 rebounds on the night. Boy, she gave a stellar effort.
Yes, she did, very much so. However, she is out of the game, as you mentioned, Snowman, with her 5th foul here tonight.
Bailey Jones back on for McLaughlin. 2:13 remaining. Parkman to the free throw line. She's sitting on a dozen points. The senior gets ready, offers the free throw. No.
The roll of the dice.
So the best she can do is make it a 2-point game. I'll tell you what, some people may not like the Porter County Conference, but when these teams get together, it's something. Parkman again. Missed them both. Rebound snatched down by Bailey Jones. Now the Hawks look for the lead. Rocos in the front court. A bounce pass stolen by Weston. Ahead to Parkman. Parkman chased by Reese. Parkman goes up. No foul called. And Mia Reese has her 4th foul.
Ouch.
This is huge. Reese has 4 fouls. Bailey Jones has 4 fouls.
They got McLaughlin already out of the game.
And McLaughlin's already gone. Parkman, who missed 2 a moment ago, will try again. First one. Got it. 49-47. 13 points for Mary Parkman. Now she can make it a 3-point game. And the Hawks' 3-point shooting has not been good tonight. Second one up, second one out. Long rebound chased down by Caitlin Cherry. Hawks have numbers. Caitlin Cherry nearly traveled, but bounced it out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. You get a point where you're so excited to accelerate, and timeout called by the Westville Blackhawks with 1:58 remaining. Oh, my heavens.
Oh, my. Well, here's the thing about Reese and Jones. You know that Westville is going to try to go after those 2 players, try to get, especially Reese, try to get her out of the game.
Yeah.
Because she is the biggest threat this Hebron team has right now.
Of the game, Mia Reese with 19 points. Morgan Shreves points to lead Westville. Reese has 19 to lead all scorers. Here's the problem. Reese and Bailey Jones each playing with 4 fouls. And another problem, and I'll say it again.
Go ahead.
Hebron has only hit 1 3-point field goal tonight in 17 attempts.
Well, three-pointers, free throws.
I stand corrected. They've hit 2 in 17 attempts. Caitlin Cherry canned one earlier in this 4th quarter.
But still,
1:58 left.
But still not the best of all outcomes.
And that's how they make that. That's how Hebron makes their living. Behind the arc. All up 2 and 1:58 remaining. They try to break the pressure. Against a 5-second count, they come in and they throw ahead to Shreves. Back to Weston. Weston shy of the timeline, comes across. Crosses over. Weston, a hook pass to Parkman, deep on the right wing. Out front to Weston. They're going to play a little keep away. 1:45 remaining. Weston dancing on the dribble. Missteal Cherry to the free throw line. Shreves. Shreves holds and looks. Comes back out to Parkman. Wing. Or on the right wing, I beg your pardon. Here's Weston. Weston with a hook pass. Right corner, Shreves. Shreves with a fake. Over the top pass to Wilkerson. In the left corner, Weston. Back to Wilkerson. Out, ball loose. Missteal Reese. Now they give it to Weston. Weston on the drive in from the left. Comes back out to Parkman. Parkman steps back with a fake. Now comes back out to Weston. Over the top pass to Parkman on the right wing. 1:12 remaining. They're going to play keep away. And Cherry just committed a foul.
Yeah, you had to do that because for better or worse, there is no shot clock in high school basketball. Right. I disagree with it, but it is what it is. Point, you have to try to do something. So I applaud the effort on the foul.
2 free throws for Mary Parkman. That's the 9th foul on Hebron, only 2 against Westville. Park got it. Big one.
This one's even huge.
This one's even bigger because if she hits this one, you need the ball twice in 71 seconds.
Not easy.
Seen it done before.
Not easy. It has been done, but not easy.
You can expect Hebron to attack as soon as they get the ball inbounds. Parkman again, missed it, and the rebound comes down to Bailey Jones. You don't need a 3 right now. You can get a 2 and then get a defensive stop. Here comes Cherry. And a pocket pick by Weston. Weston on the push. Weston on the drive. Fouled by Bailey Jones, and she's gone. 59.7 left.
Call it a night.
That'll send Weston to the free throw line with 9 points in the game. Second player that Hebron has lost to fouls.
And
Sam Molchan will come in.
And here's a gift free throw because you make it a 2-possession game. We were talking about that just a few moments ago, but with under a minute left.
And it's a 2-shot foul either way. Weston's free throw. Got it. That's huge.
That's big.
4 timeouts left for Hebron, only 1 for Westville. 59.7 left. Again, you don't need a 3. You only want to take it if it presents itself. Second free throw, good. 10 points for Weston. 55 seconds left. 5-point lead. Here comes Reese into the lane. Dump pass to Wallstra. Goes up. No foul call. Wallstra shoots 2, and you need these. You need these bad. Goodness.
These are desperation free throws here, and
yeah.
Hebron is not a team known for free throws, but this is where you got to shine.
Haley Wallstra to the free throw line. On the way. Got it. Boy, that's huge. 52-48. 52.6 left. Got to have this one. Wallstra again. Nope. And the rebound tipped high in the air. Comes down to Shreves. Flip ahead, Parkman. Parkman chased by Caitlin Cherry. Parkman turns on the dribble, gets across the timeline. And this game is over. And a foul called as Ashley Wilkerson will head to the free throw line. 40.6 left. Well, this one's pretty much in the book.
Yeah, and what's going to be impressive is this is only the second road win for Westville this season. Yeah, it is the second road win.
And you mentioned that at the top of the broadcast.
I did. Their first road win was on December 6th at Couts, 70-61.
Wilkerson gets ready, offers the free throw. Good.
I tell you, this is a team that's playing like they're accustomed to winning on the road.
53-48. Well, you're going to need the ball twice either way. It's either going to be a question whether you're down 5 or 6. Wilkerson again. Bingo. Make it 6. Now you got to get a 3. If you're Hebron, you got to get a 3. You got timeouts to use. Reese in a hurry, stops top of the circle. Reese on the drive right of the lane, gets all the way in, shoots it up. Nope. And the rebound to Pender, and this game is over. Oh, gracious. Hebron had a chance. They led at the half, and Parkman is fouled by Molchan with 23.8 left. One free throw here, and this one's in the book.
It's been really an up and down roller coaster
game. Oh, my goodness.
Just a complete
Congratulations to Westville on a big, big win here on the road tonight. Free throw, no good. Still stays a 6-point game.
Not to mention, Snowman, Hebron and Westville will equal the same record. Both teams will be 11 and 4. 11 and 4.
This is huge. Second one up. Second one down. 7-point game. 15 for Parkman. They come into Molchan, 20 seconds. Molchan shy of the timeline. Flip ahead to Reese. Reese on the attack, in on Pender, shoots it in. That's her first bucket of the money period. She's got 21 points. And a 30-second timeout taken by Hebron. Trail by 5 with 15.8 left. You can expect the pressure to come on for the Hawks against Westville.
Well,
so this will be Hebron's first loss in the Porter County Conference. South Central has 1 loss pending their schedule. And Hebron and South Central will meet in Knightstown on January 7th. That will decide the Porter County Conference regular season title. 15.8 left. 55-50. The Westville Blackhawks lead by 5 as they put the kibosh here at home for Hebron. They have it in play to Pender. Over the top pass to Parkman. Down to the final 10. And a foul on Caitlin Cherry. That's their second. 9.6 seconds remaining. And who do you send back to the line? Mary Parkman. Westville only committing 3 fouls here in the second half. Parkman's free throw, good. All of her points in this money period have come on free throws. She is 6 for 10 in this fourth quarter. Parkman to try to put it away. 16 and still 16. The rebound to Reese. 8 seconds. Reese giddy-ups in the front court. Right corner. 3-ball by Rokos is short. That's been the tale of the night. Rokos gets it back. Shoots it up. No good. Pender the final rebound, and this game is over. So the Westville Blackhawks prevent the Hebron Hawks from clinching a share of the conference title. Final score tonight, our girls basketball game, is Westville 56 and Hebron 50. We'll come back with the second game of our doubleheader, and then we'll wrap them both up after the boys' game tonight. This is the Porter County Conference Game of the Week on Arena Sportsnet and Arena Sportsnet Radio.